Welcome to Spit That Sauce podcast, where you know what it is, so you ain't gotta ask, where we discuss sports, entertainment, and everything in between. I am Jamar.
I'm Vince.
CGA.
It ain't that important.
Why are we on there eating popcorn? And I'm on there with my Michael Jackson jacket.
Well, welcome. How y'all doing?
What up, good peeps?
It's Wednesday, ain't it?
It is.
Woo!
We back at it.
We are back.
We back at it.
Welcome, y'all. As you guys can see, it is Jamar and Vince today.
Yes.
DJ had to go on a vacation just for a little bit, so I know that y'all would look for that, but DJ's on vacation. So you get to listen to the lovely sounds of Jamar and Vince.
Yes.
It's been a while. Been a little vacation we took. We all took a little vacation. Welcome back to Spit That Sauce.
Yes.
Whoo, man, we got a couple things. How you been, brother? It's been about 2 weeks, right? Right, family? How you been?
I am doing well. Just letting people know that I have finished my book. I'm gonna be getting ready to do the second phase on it to figure out when I'm gonna launch it, but it's gonna be coming out this summer soon. The interview will be in session. And I am really happy. A year and a half of working on it and having it complete. It is a treat, and it's going to be a good read. So I will be giving up that information later on in weeks to come.
Very nice, very nice. We all working on projects, it seems. Besides me, brother, just been getting ready for my other vacation that's coming up.
How do you feel about that with all this tension going on with the virus and all of that stuff?
I thought, you got to live anyway. Not to mention, I can't get my money back. So we gonna go on with the virus. The hell with that. I'm not really going anywhere around that. So I think I'll be all right. I think I'll be all right. And if I don't, then Lord will be with me. That's all I can really do. There's always something going on, but you got to live, right? So
right.
It's been a hard 12 months, challenging 12 months for me, but I've been working several things, including the album. So I'm trying to finish this album and get this going.
Okay.
A lot of things going with that. A lot of marketing strategies we're looking at, things like that. So it's things coming in, y'all, but y'all hear about that later.
That's what's up, bro.
Yes, sir. But speaking of strategies, I guess we'll get into sports. And I tell you what, you get to start it off because I know where you want to start.
A moment of silence for the Los Angeles Lakers. They have officially been swept up on the rug.
Man.
I hate it. I hate it because I'm a huge LeBron James fan. And the Lakers you can't do it by yourself, bro. And it's just sad that they beat a Lakers team that didn't have the overall best player. He couldn't come back off the injury of the hamstring.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just unfortunate. But now, what do you guys think is going to happen with the Los Angeles Lakers? Everybody is talking about what LeBron James is going to do. What he's going to do with his career. Is he going to stay committed to the Los Angeles Lakers? Is he going to go to Cleveland? Or is he going to go? I'm hearing rumors about him and Steph Curry maybe hooking up for a final push for a chip.
Hell no.
And what would that look like with Steph Curry and LeBron James on a Golden State Warrior team? Is it still wouldn't be enough with these young people like Wemby and Shea and Ant Man? You got to deal with them. You got to deal with them boys. You got to deal with them boys. And so, what would it look like? Maybe 3 years ago, it would have probably been something. It may still be something we don't know because LeBron James is still playing at a high level. Steph Curry still playing at a high level when he's healthy. So I don't know. Y'all let us know. What do you guys think LeBron James should do now that the season is over? Let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know what you guys think about what LeBron James should do moving forward.
Yeah, and so commenting on that, I mean, of course, as you know, every season when LeBron doesn't get the chip, they're like, "What are you gonna do next?" Or "What's gonna happen next?" That's how you know you a superstar because they're asking you, "What are you gonna do next?" I watched the interview, and he pretty much said that it depends on his family,
Right.
and he did mention his 12-year-old daughter, which is dope. Was like it depends on them, which I thought was dope. And it's like it's about my family. It's not even about me. So I thought that was dope on what he does. I think even Bronny plays a role. I would think to say, "Dad, I still want you to play with me." You know what I mean? Like this ain't no other. What other player is saying, "Dad, I want you to play with me next season"? You know what I mean? So that probably plays a factor. Like they did make history. It's messed up. Like it's good history and bad history because I said, "Oh, they're the first father-son duo to have that, that playoff assist."
Right.
And then somebody else was like, "Well, they the first father and son duo to get swept." I'm like, "You mother!" Nobody asked y'all that.
That's
Pay
crazy.
attention to the negative. But anyways,
yeah,
yeah.
it's the truth.
But yeah, no,
But
I
yeah.
got it. I get it.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I thought LeBron in terms of the playoffs, I mean, I think he did all he could.
Extraordinary.
All he could, but Reeves, Hachimura, all of them, they did what they could. It's just the Thunder have a certain chemistry
Right.
that the Lakers don't necessarily have yet. Now I say that because I'm thinking, okay, well, how long is LeBron gonna stay around to get that chemistry? Because Luka's still fairly new. That doesn't mean he's not gonna get them far, but he's still fairly new, so they still need some time to gel as compared to SGA and Holmgren, who's from here. Holmgren, I remember, who's from here, from Minnesota.
Right.
They just happen to work well and have a decent chemistry, and so
Yeah.
I think that if my guess is you guys let us know your predictions before it happens, but my guess is he'll come back with the Lakers and he'll stay in LA. I don't think he's going to go and do this another venture. I think he did that before and all was great, but I remember when he first accepted the offer. I mean, when he first came to the Lakers, it was 2018 and I was in Mexico and I was in a store. I think it was a Mexican Walmart. And I looked at my phone and I was waiting for it and I saw he drove. I was like, "Let's go." In the middle of the Walmart, in the middle of the Mexican Walmart. And they was just looking like, I was like, "All right, let me get the hell up out of here." So I got up out of there. But I was surprised in 2018 when he joined. That was 8 years ago when he joined. And so he's been with the Lakers for 8 years,
Bought a championship.
He got one, y'all.
He bought him a championship.
Yeah, one. So yeah, so it's like I'm okay with whatever he does, man. And if he wants to keep going, maybe he goes until he's 44, 45, and he'd be the oldest. Maybe. Who knows?
He don't look like he's slowing down at all. I mean,
yeah.
No
crazy injuries.
If he would have had some help, I think they were pretty much in just about every game except one or two.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what it would have been like if Luka would have been able to play,
Yep.
So,
that would have been nice.
Them being swept has nothing to do with LeBron James. I'm telling you, because one man can't do it all. Austin Reeves, he worries me, man. I mean, he's so inconsistent with his game. I mean, he's up and he's down. I think they have the worst big man in basketball. What's his name? DeAndre,
Yeah, Aiden.
Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
He's just terrible, man. I mean, he's terrible, man. Smart, I would keep him.
Yeah, keep Smart.
I would keep Smart. Luke, what was it? Luke, uh, was it? What was it? Luke Kennard.
Oh, you talking about Kennard?
Kennard.
Okay.
I would
Luka.
Yeah, Luke Kennard.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would
Kennard.
keep him. I would keep him. And Hachimura.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe you can get something for him. I think you need another big man. And I think he may be able to help you get a big man, because I think he still has some kind of I think he has some draw. I think he can I think he can get somebody. I think, you can get somebody off of him because he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
He could just imagine them with somebody like Naz Reid. I would hate to see Naz Reid leave,
Oh yeah, you got to keep Naz Reid. I be driving around seeing people with stickers that say Naz Reid on it. Nothing else. It just says Naz Reid. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
Yeah,
what that look
Minnesota
like.
loves Naz Reid, so that'd be tough. But
maybe Giannis goes over there.
Oh, not Giannis. Oh, Giannis and Luka.
Giannis and Luka.
Oh Lord, they're gonna have to trade everybody. It's gonna be they gonna have to trade everybody. It's gonna be LeBron, Giannis, and Luka on the team. That's it.
I think Giannis can go anywhere he wants to go.
Yeah. So can LeBron too, right? He's an unrestricted free agent too. But
right.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting point.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens in the offseason.
We'll see. What do you guys think?
Yep.
What you guys think the Lakers should if any Lakers fans out there, what do you guys think the Lakers should do? Give us a comment. Let us know what you think. What the Lakers' next move should be, and we wanna see what you guys think about that. Yeah.
Yep. And the Thunder, by the way, they just seem to be they haven't lost in the playoff. They haven't lost yet. They swept 2 teams, and now they're going to be waiting for whoever wins.
Wait, they didn't lose one game yet?
No. You didn't see that? They haven't lost one game.
Oh, okay.
So they swept the Suns, slapped them.
Okay. Swept
the Lakers, and now they waiting to get their first loss. And another thing too is one thing I want to point out is we as Lakers, we couldn't beat them in the regular season. And that's what I was worried about going into the playoffs. We were 0-8 against them in the regular season. Couldn't figure these boys out. It's almost like they were made to beat the Lakers or something. Like, couldn't figure them out. And so as soon as we get into the playoffs, I'm like, I'm going to need y'all to figure something out. I don't know how they're going to do it, but maybe they'll hit another gear. And it didn't happen once. So now it's just like, okay, who, in my mind, when we get into the other teams here, who's going to beat them? They're waiting, and you got Minnesota and you got San Antonio.
Both of those teams can beat OKC.
Ugh.
Both of those teams have the ability to be. I don't know what if they meet San Antonio, they have
San Antonio,
they have no answer for Wemby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They have no answer for Wemby, man.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he's playing right now,
Holmgren's not gonna stay on Wemby.
And I think Ayo and Shannon Jr. will tilt, against OKC without that rim protector, Wemby. It will be hard for OKC to stop the Timberwolves from driving with those 2 players. So they match up better than last year with OKC. They match up better this year than they did last year because they got 2 athletic guards that can D up. And it's a battle. I mean, they lost, Timberwolves lost yesterday, but I think it's going to go 7 because I think Timberwolves is going to find a way to win tomorrow. And then it's going to put a little pressure on San Antonio, and they haven't been in that kind of pressure. We'll see if they get pushed to get 7 games with somebody like Ant with one game decided, when a player like that can drop and give you 50, it's going to be hard to close. If I think San Antonio will win, if they win tomorrow, of course it's over. But if they let Minnesota win tomorrow, the pressure is going to go back on San Antonio for the next game, because they have never been in a game 7. They have not been in a one game decides whether you go home or not. And I want to see how they respond to that. If they can get pushed to 7 games, you know what I'm saying? I think if Minnesota wins tomorrow, I think Minnesota's chances of winning winning and moving on to the next round, it's going to be higher than it's going to be higher than most people think, because they've been there and done that. They know pressure. They can handle pressure, and we'll see how those young boys with pressure on them. Are their jump shots going to go in? Are their threes going to go in, or are they going to fold up?
And decent so far. You got to watch them. I mean, I think the reason why Minnesota even got game 2 is because Wemby wasn't even in there, because of that ejection. Well, I was going to ask you, what do you think of that ejection that happened?
The first game.
No, I know that, but with me, it wasn't like, I was like, this is going to be a good series, because I'm just like, for some of them, part of that fourth quarter, I was like, hey, they better catch back up. But they're scrappy. But my thing is that it's so close that it's like they got to figure out some way around Wemby. Now, I hope I would love to see a game 7, and I do think if they get to a game 7, then Ant-Man and them are gonna make it happen. And that's probably gonna be really entertaining. I just I think that that game where Wemby was out, where he got fought, where they ejected him for that elbow on Naz Reid. They didn't suspend him for a while there.
Speaking of that, they should have.
Yeah,
they should
think so. I don't think
they should have. They should have suspended him. I mean, Draymond had got suspended for way less. And for me, I think just because you are a superstar that's just like saying, okay, superstars, you can get away with anything you want to get away with, because people are paying to see you. Now, I think when you start doing that, I think you are putting the game in jeopardy, because the fans are thinking that from the other team, like the Timberwolves, it's like, man, it's a double standard. Because if that was Naz Reid who elbowed Wemby, I guarantee that they would have suspended him for a game.
Oh, so you think his star power protected him?
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And my thing is they didn't even fine him. He didn't even get fined. And they fined. They gave Jaden McDaniels and Jokic.
Yeah,
they fined both of them, and they didn't even go to blow. I mean,
very interesting. Yeah, it's very.
He threw a elbow, and if you look on the slow motion, he also threw a punch.
What?
Yeah, he threw a punch.
I ain't seen no punch.
The punch didn't connect, but he threw it.
Wemby threw a punch.
He threw a punch.
I ain't seen no damn punch. Okay, I gotta see that. What?
Go back and look
Saw
at
it. I ain't seen no.
Internet.
What?
Internet ain't gonna lie to you.
AI might. No, but okay, I'll go back and look at that. But okay. But yeah, that'd be an interesting series, because somebody's got to stop OKC. Them boys is. Them boys is cold, man. And that's why I said whoever beats OKC is probably gonna win it all. But if nobody beats OKC, I guess it's OKC gonna win it all. Because did we want to slide over to the East?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
So shout out to my guy in New York. That was texting me. My guy Josh in New York, that was texting me. New York Knicks,
The Knicks
swept the 76ers.
Swept.
Very nice. I didn't think they'd sweep them. I thought they'd beat them. Swept them boys.
Swept them.
And so they're waiting in the Eastern Conference Finals, which the other series between Detroit and the Cavs are being played right now as we speak. So we'll find out. You know, the Knicks are just sitting around waiting, and it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool to see the Knicks.
My question for the Philadelphia 76ers: how is that trade for George Paul?
You mean Paul George?
I mean, Paul George.
Yeah, I know, 2 first names.
Yeah. Paul George.
George Paul.
George Paul. Paul George. How is that working out? Paul George, how is that trade working out for you? How is that trade working out? How did that trade work out for the LA Clippers? You traded Shai Gilgeous for Paul George. How's that working out? What GM is that GM still working in the league? Is he in Pee Wee League right now?
I don't know how
moves like that, man. You get rid of Shai Gilgeous for Paul George, and Paul George has been hurt every year. He's been playing for the Clippers. He was hurt. He just got back for Philadelphia. And he played what they call him, playoff P.
Yep.
He need a whole new name for himself because playoff P ain't been around since the playoffs. He's just been terrible. And Philadelphia, I feel for you because you fell for it. Like everybody else who gets that guy and pays him a lot of money, and it's for what? He's not even consistent. He's not around enough. He's a very talented player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good two-way player. He's got skills, but he can't stay healthy, man. And and this time, man, you need your players because there's too many good players in the league. You need all your good players to play. And I don't know. I just wanted to ask my Philadelphia 76ers, how do you feel about playoff P?
Yeah. I think PG should have probably went somewhere else. Would have been nice to have him in LA. The other LA team, excuse me, Lakers. But yeah, I don't think he looked too bad in the playoffs. I just don't think they just don't have, they got a squad going. I think it's cool. I think there's potential there, but they don't have the same chemistry that the Knicks have, where you got Brunson and Cat, and all these cats just kind of rolling.
And Tyrese Maxey is he's a baller. They got ballers over there.
Yeah.
But I don't
chemistry.
Know. Yeah, I guess.
Right. That's where I'm like, all right, well, right. And that's cool to see the Knicks. And I think like I said before, and y'all can rewind it back, and I think I said this weeks ago, if Boston doesn't make it, I'm like, the Knicks is gonna go to for sure the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And I think personally that they can beat the Cavs or the Pistons. Unless the Pistons pull some magic, the Knicks could go to the NBA Finals. But my thing is this. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, we have to wait and see. But I think if that damn Thunder gets back to the Finals, there's no Eastern team that's beating them damn boys.
No, ain't nobody.
Even if the Pistons are hot and fiery like they were during the regular season. No. It's not going to happen.
The Knicks are the only team that probably be able to compete.
Yeah, they'll compete. They'll compete, but then
Knicks,
they might get swept.
Knicks are playing good ball.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Sleep on the Knicks.
I've been watching it, but I don't think
Knicks are playing good ball.
Thunder ain't lost yet.
Thunder ain't really played nobody yet either. They played a wounded Laker team. They played
they played the Suns.
The Phoenix. I mean, are you serious? Phoenix,
I think, yeah, they're still. I want to
trash,
see.
and
Don't
then
get me
more
wrong.
trash.
I want to see the Timberwolves win and go to the to go face the Thunder. That'd be cool to see because I mean Timberwolves have been to the Western Conference Finals a couple times. It'd be
Yeah.
nice to try to compete
Yeah.
and actually get to the finals. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
It would be interesting to see how they deal with Wemby because Holmgren and them is not about to do nothing with Wemby. I don't know. They almost can't do nothing with them, you know. And I want to see Shea because you know Shea gets those fouls and bringing in those layups. He's not gonna have that type of space.
Well, would be interesting because Holmgren can shoot the three.
Yeah.
So Wemby would have to guard him at the top of the key, which opens the lane for Shea Gildress to come in and do his work underneath.
But I think they know that, and they're just gonna switch. They're gonna kind of rotate around. They're gonna keep Wemby's ass right at the.
That is why
you know
that you notice the first game that Minnesota won and San Antonio is that Julius Randle was shooting the three good, and so Wemby had to go and guard him at the 3-point line, and that's when Ant and the rest of those guys got downhill and started attacking the basket. Now that they're not shooting well, he's just staying and moving in and out of the middle of the court and clogging up the lanes. That they can't do anything. That's why Randle is so important piece for Minnesota winning against San Antonio, because if he's not shooting his shot and he's not making that 3-pointer shot, or if he's not shooting the jump shot, Wemby cheats because he says, "Man, go ahead and shoot it. You're not hitting it. You're not hitting it. Go ahead." But if Minnesota bigs tomorrow, as an example,
right?
If Minnesota bigs are hitting their 3-pointers and hitting their jump shots, they'll win. If they're not, they're going to lose because Wemby is just going to sit in the paint. Anybody trying to attack the basket, he's going to swat. He's going to swat it away. And so, the science behind basketball, it's a science behind it. And coaching really matters, and Coach Finch has to find a way to draw Wemby. I think you got to play. I think you might need to play the youngster, the young Frenchman. They got a 7 Frenchman that's on the side that he's just sitting there, and at least he can be physical with Wemby. And give some extra fouls that'll free up your boy. He wouldn't have that many fouls on him if he come in and give him a little body up. Pause. What they say? Pause. But yeah, I think that's a possibility that I think he may need to look. He doesn't like playing rookies. I know that, but he may need to play him, for a little bit.
Yeah.
To switch some things up, man, because whatever he's doing now ain't working.
Right. Yeah. Gonna be interesting to see. I just want to see the Thunder actually have a challenge.
Right.
I'm with you, Cyrus. About to stop. Yeah, about done seeing them do that, and I think I'm done seeing them. Anybody, pretty much in my mind, anybody who beats the Lakers, I got a chip on my shoulder against, and they got to lose.
Right.
So,
right.
But anyways, yeah, I think that pretty much that might go ahead and wrap up basketball.
Yep.
We're gonna have to touch something we haven't touched in a while, y'all. A couple football developments, I guess. Not some that I'm necessarily proud to mention, and some of them are just normal, everyday things. A couple NFL things going on. I guess we'll start with you guys probably seen it last week. We can't call them Super Bowl champions. I'm sorry. But in March, you guys know the Patriots released Stephon Diggs, and he's been in some court trouble.
Right.
Now, You guys can look at the case. I have to go all through the particulars of the case, but he was found not guilty, in this
Right.
film where he was like shedding a tear in there. So it's been a little tough.
Right.
He's not on the Patriots now. And then if you guys look at you guys can look on the web today, and you see that somebody caught him and allegedly caught him and Cardi B outside arguing. And when I say allegedly, that's what asterisk, like, go look at it. Like, this video is right there. They're going, I'm like, dang, people just follow you around. You can't even argue with nobody in peace. So my thing is this, with Stephon Diggs being out, which we know he's still a great player. He played great, last year. Couldn't find him in the Super Bowl. I get it. Where does he go from here? I didn't expect him like in Diggs' defense. He had a great year last year, getting there. And wow, just poof, gone from the Patriots. And I'm sure that there's reasons for that.
I think he might. I think he's going. I think they're waiting to figure out if they're going to get AJ Brown. But I think Diggs is going to come back regardless.
You think he's going to come back to the Patriots?
Yeah, I think that they was waiting for his case to, to be over with. So they don't have that extra baggage to be dealing with, him in his case. So I really believe that I think that he's going to come. I think he's going to be a Patriot again next year, regardless if they get AJ Brown or not. I think that Diggs will be with the Patriots.
I mean, and since Diggs was released, he can go where he wants to go. Is that right? I don't know the terms.
He can sign whoever he wants to sign.
My deal is this too. It's just like,
true.
I wonder how he feels about the Patriots. Like, does he feel that they supported him through these little, his little trials and tribulations? I don't know.
They did.
Did
they didn't release him until after the Super Bowl, which it was a financial decision because they didn't want to pay him that bonus. That, they wanted to keep that money, to flip that money to get a few other pieces that they needed. So it was strictly a business decision. It wasn't personal. No, it wasn't personal. It was a business
so I guess
decision.
We'll see how that turns out. I hope
I'm talking like I had lunch with the GM last week.
Right. No, so there's that. Let's see what else we got. Let's bring it home real quick. So Vikings signed Jawan Jennings,
yes,
to a 1-year deal.
Yes.
They had to give up Naylor, so he replaces Naylor.
Yep, better.
So I'm like, okay, fixing up them receivers. I almost forgot. I'm like, wait a minute, we got possible Murray magic going on. I'm like, okay, so you're setting them up with these receivers.
Yep.
All right, cool. JJ is still on the squad.
Yeah.
Speaking of him, did you guys know that he was just recently in China?
Yep.
And there's a video of a fan throwing a couple footballs to him on a balcony, and he just catching them like nothing. And Chinese people like, whoa, it's the most amazing shit. He would have thought they had never seen it catch a ball. They had never seen it. They just amazed.
Not up close.
Yeah,
I guess not up close.
I'm telling you. It was like that when I was there. When I was there, there was a brother that I don't think this brother, he might have been 6 feet even. But they thought he was a basketball player. So these people just start coming up, start touching and all that. I was like, you know them? I was like, hey, Nick, you know them? He said, no, I did. He was a little bit overwhelmed. So it's like, they ain't seen this many. And that was back in 2017. And it's like, they ain't seen this many brothers before, let alone so it's very, I think one thing that I got, and it's a good, positive thing, is they are very amazed by Black people because they don't see that many. They see it on TV. They see things. And then when they see a real one walking live, you should have seen the way they was looking at these sisters.
Well, why is it so different when over here?
Oh,
when they get here, why are things? Well, that's another subject. Good.
We can go into that.
We can get into.
But yeah, no. Okay. So that was cool.
Right.
So JJ been living his best life. It seemed like then until the season come back and he's back to work.
Right.
And apparently he made history by being the first person ever featured on a building in Shanghai.
Wow.
Which was dope.
Amazing.
Him just chilling over there and doing that like that was just that was dope.
Amazing.
Let's see what else we got.
Absolutely amazing.
Oh man. And unfortunately, more NFL drama. So your man Tyreek Hill, y'all know he went through that divorce and gave up half his soul. And so now he faces a lawsuit from some allegedly faces some lawsuit from some influencer, excuse me, who claims that he broke her leg during football drills. Now, this is some IG model looking chick.
He broke her leg?
And she claims that he broke her leg during football drills.
How the hell is
what the hell you doing at football drills? And what the hell you doing messing with these girls, teaching them football drills? So it's like the ex-wife took your money, and now you got somebody like, that's why you be like Ice Cube. You get your wife before you get in there and call her quits, because anything else can make the or the whole tower fall. Like, damn, man. So he's dealing with that. Hopefully, you know, he comes out on top. But damn, woo,
Tyreek,
get you the girl that wanted you before she even knew you was gonna do this or do that. And I know that's easier said than done, but I'm just saying it's things like that. Look at Denzel. At one point in the 90s, maybe even 80s, Denzel could have had any girl he wanted to. Got his wife. Cool. Was it temptation? Oh, nigga, I bet. But it don't come with a whole bunch of, situations. And it's just like, don't get me wrong. When you young and you get in there, and then you got this assortment of women of just, hey, how you doing? Like, ooh, I like that one. Wait, I like the blue one. Yeah. Ooh, I like the green one. Niggas don't know how to choose. Niggas is, overload, circuits overload. Like you gotta, And these things happen. You get divorced, and then you get random lawsuits. Shannon Sharp ain't even make it out of this clean.
when you
so it's like
you're young and you got all that cash,
it's crazy.
You just find ways to get into things that you shouldn't be getting into. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard out here for successful men, sports wise, to not dip. Apparently, now I'm just this is not me saying this. This is what society is saying based on the statistics of things that are happening out there. We just responding to what we see and what people are doing, and the ignorance that comes right along with it. And it just seems to me that self-control is very hard for people to have self-control when you surround yourselves with guys and people that always says yes to you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I think
they need to have someone to partner up with that could just tell them, nah, man, no, don't do that. That's stupid. That's just dumb. Don't. You're going to find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of, because for some odd reason, they always finding themselves in a situation that they can't get out of. And they're surrounding themselves with people that are allowing them to act that way because they probably are taking advantage or enjoying the fruits of their labor. And, why mess up something? Why mess up a good thing? If I tell this dude not to do this, then he ain't gonna want to, have me around him no more. And then that way I may lose what I got and the good thing that I got going on with him. So I don't know. I mean,
I think that right. I think that it's probably not just that, but it's also that brothers is in there, making money and it's cool. You don't know who's really genuine, like who really genuinely likes you for you. That's why y'all thought I was crazy a couple shows ago when I was saying, hey, if I'm a multi-millionaire, I want to go to a country or somewhere where no one knows who I am, so to speak.
Right.
And I'm just talking to some random girl and she ends up liking me. She don't know I got nothing.
Right.
Because then at least at that point, you have an indicator of it's real. Then you're like, oh, by the way, baby, I don't work at the burger joint. I actually own 9,000 burger joints. And I'm because then it's almost like that Coming to America thing. He didn't want her to know he's the Princess of Munda. Why does that matter? Because he said, just tell me you didn't love me. And I remember this from the movie, y'all can quote me. He's like, just tell me you didn't love me when you thought I was a goat herder and I'll never bother you again. And she couldn't do it because she did love him as a goat herder. See, so I'll do I call it the Prince Hakeem strategy of say, hey, let me appear as this. Now, when these brothers get rich and famous, cool. But I want to try to stick with the girl that I had before that, only because everyone else you have to question, are they just trying to gain something from you? And that's the tricky part. Not everybody is, but then it could be hard to tell, right?
What's that Drake song? No new friends?
Oh, yeah.
No new friends. Sometimes you may need to get you some new friends. See, because I'm telling you, it's the people, see? It's the people that you're with, that you're surrounding yourself with, that get yourself caught up, and they don't want to tell you no because you messing up they good thing. You know what I'm saying? If I tell him don't be with this girl, I can see it coming, but he gonna leave me home and I ain't gonna go on the trip. I ain't gonna go on the next. You know what I'm saying? So. You gotta surround yourself with people like LeBron James surrounded himself with.
And see, that's why I love LeBron James' narrative and his story. He found a way to, and I'll give it to Draymond Green, because even on the show that we're about to talk about, even on the roast that he talked about, it was like Draymond's married to a black woman.
Right.
And she said, and she made a joke. Oh, I forgot who it was. She made a joke. I think it was white girl. That's funny. Chelsea Handler. I think it was. Right. I think it was her that said that like Draymond did in the NBA what most NBA players are not able to do, and that's marry a black woman.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. I was like, I'll take that one. I was like, I'll take that joke. All right, I'll take that because it's kind of cool. So yeah. And matter of fact, oh wait, we got to touch this in sports just really quick. So sorry, boxing, y'all. So over the past 2 weeks, it's been a little while. Y'all seen Benavidez beat up this man, Zurdo Ramirez? Mm-hmm. So y'all know David Benavidez, the Mexican monster, he did his thing, right?
Right.
The thing I want to bring up though is that he calls out Canelo. Remember, Canelo was there. And then he left, allegedly, he left early. Mm-hmm. But then after Benavidez, and then Benavidez fight happened, I suppose sometime after he left or whatever. And then he calls out the Mexican monster, if you will. Benavidez calls out Canelo again. And he's just like, I heard Canelo was in the building. What's up? Let's nah. So Canelo, he wants that. Yeah, he wants that check and he wants that fight. And why not? Yeah. Why doesn't he deserve it at this point?
Yeah.
But then you might be asking, well, we did see that, Jamar. So what's Canelo thinking? So if you guys look today, sorry, I apologize ahead of time. Jake Paul has allegedly offered $200 million to Canelo for that fight. So now the question for Canelo is, all right, I lost to Terrence Crawford, on that Mexican Independence Day weekend because Crawford's the GOAT or one of the GOATs. I can still come back into the game. I'm coming off a big loss. Do I go and get $200 million for nothing?
Yeah.
Because I think Canelo will be just fine with the whole Jake Paul exhibition. And then I go fight the Mexican monster? Or do I go get this exhibition money, fight somebody else to get warmed up, and then have them make a fight with the Mexican monster? If I'm Canelo, what do you do? Asking you, sir.
We'll just go and collect the check and break his jaw and then go on about your business. I don't understand why Jake Paul. We seen what happened when you fought two real fighters. We seen the outcome. It was amateur night at. You remember amateur? It's
Amateur night at Apollo.
Amateur night at the Apollo for sure.
Best talent in the world was
and Sandman just tapping around there, dancing around there, kicking you out. I don't understand why do we still entertain Jake Paul as if Jake Paul is irrelevant. He's not. He's just he's an what do you call him?
Amateur imitator.
Yeah, he's an imitator. He's not a boxer. He's not a professional boxer. He's just someone that picks on people that he knows that he can win and beat them. And all of you guys have been signing up for that foolishness, knowing the outcome. I mean, knowing you know what's going to. I tell you what, it would even be probably even worse if he fought Canelo. Because I really believe that the heavyweight guy was actually holding back. He could have did him a lot worse, even though he did break his jaw and put him in the hospital for 8-9 weeks. Dude, no one wants to see you fight. We don't want to see you fight. I don't want to see you. Want to see him fight?
No.
Do y'all want to see Jake Paul fight again? Y'all let me know if y'all want to see him fight or y'all want to see him get beat up. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Y'all let us know what y'all think over there on social media as well. I don't understand. Why are we still dealing with Jake Paul, man? I just, it's amazing how you can reinvent yourself. I guess, man, the internet these days, man, just it is what it is, bro. I guess it is what it is.
Guess we'll have to see.
Yeah.
So moving on, y'all, to entertainment. So there's been a talk this week for sure has been the roast of Kevin Hart.
Yep.
Has been funny and controversial with some of the things that were said. They made a distasteful George Floyd joke that the internet's not happy about, or at least half the internet's not happy about, and other half is like whatever, things like that. One of the most viral moments of that show was Cat Williams showed up.
Right.
And after doing that interview, what was that? Almost 2 years ago now? Damn.
Yeah.
Yep. It's very, very, very interesting. I guess set that Cat Williams did. First off, Regina Hall said she brought him out, so this was unexpected, right? So Cat Williams comes out, and some of the things he says, people are like, he's not even joking. He's literally just telling the truth when y'all laughing at it. And he's saying some of the stuff he said in the interview. So I was sitting there, I had to watch it about, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, probably 50 times. I probably had to watch it 50 times because I thought it was so funny.
You're telling me that Kevin Hart didn't know that Cat Williams was going to be on the show?
Yeah, and he said that. Yeah, because it was a surprise with the roast.
Oh.
Yeah, because it was a surprise. So he didn't know. He said, because he did say that was a surprise to me. At least that's what he said. So yeah, allegedly, yeah. But it's just like, yeah, he didn't know. And Cat Williams was like, I'm surprised they invited me. And I just started laughing immediately because I was just like, oh my, what's going on here? And they seem to, bury the hatchet, as they call it. You know what I mean? But then people are on the line just like, oh, I don't think that happened. Oh, I don't think that's this. So it's really controversial.
Between them anyway. I never understood the significance of the beef between Cat Williams and Kevin Hart. Two young bulls at the top of their game, making money, being successful. I don't understand why.
Well, if you listen to some of the jokes, Kevin kind of goes into it, right? And I mean, Cat kind of goes into it, and he's just like, pretty much, I'm just going to sum it up, y'all. This is me paraphrasing, but pretty much Kevin has been a coon, quote unquote, doing whatever the industry wants him to do, and he doesn't say no, as compared to Cat will say no. You know what I mean?
So my thing is what are you worried about the next man? What are you worried about the next man for? if you worry about yourself, then you ain't got to worry about the next man, right?
Yeah, I suppose. But then maybe there's something else going on in there that that I don't know. But then he says that yeah, he's just and I'm just going off of what was said. I haven't looked deep into it, but he was saying
Right.
that Kevin took all of his roles, meaning that all the roles he turned down, he went in and
They
went
were
right
never
behind
they
them.
were never
then,
yours anyway.
yeah,
if
if that's
you didn't get them, they weren't for you.
so it's very interesting. But they've been going back and forth for a long time, and they
right.
seem to kind of bury the hatchet. But I think the thing is that Cat isn't with the whole industry vibe, because not only did he like Gil at Kevin Hart, he came at not in this roast, but on that interview. If y'all remember that interview, that one interview with Shannon Sharpe, that Shannon Sharpe interview that went viral, broke the internet. He talked about Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, and said all of those things. So he got a beef. He got beef with a couple different people. It seems. So he's just not part of the industry. He's kind of anti-industry. That's why he'll dip in, dip out, because he even made a joke. He was like, well, why is the Cat Man doing this? My fans, people asking, why is the Cat Man doing this? He's like, for the money. He's like, for the money. Pretty much, he's there for the money, which is funny. And what's interesting is all those comics who made fun of Kevin, which they do traditionally on a roast, at the end of your bid or the end of your act, you say something nice about Kevin. Like, Kevin, you the best, though. You're my guy. And you do that. Cat is the only one that didn't do that.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
right.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. And then that's when Kevin said, can we, Kevin said, I'm offering you an olive branch. Can we put it behind us? When he says put it behind us, that implies that there is maybe something there. I don't know what it was.
Of course it's there, because
but what is it compared to, according to him?
Kevin Hart is like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you having why are you having it out for me? Man, I'm just trying to make a come up and make money for not just me, but for other people.
Yeah, I get it.
And Cat is a cool dude too, man, because Cat do a lot of stuff for a lot of good people too.
Yeah, Lunel and them.
But I don't understand.
Yeah.
The beef. I never understood the beef. I guess I'm, because I'm not in Hollywood like that I would know all the behind. It's always a behind the scenes thing going on. That's like the late Reverend Jesse Jackson had words for our former president of the United States of America, Barack Obama. I didn't understand, he was running for president and you ran for president and we got behind you, for, doing, and we loved you, Jesse. We loved the late Jesse Jackson. I just didn't understand why he didn't like Obama. I didn't understand that, but I guess for reasons that we will never know, but it is what it is. I guess that just happens in life where people, people
just not gonna like you.
People just not, everybody ain't gonna like you. Yeah. And that's just prime example that even money and success you can't get rid of it.
And if everybody likes you, you probably got no backbone.
Oh, that's a good saying right there, bro.
If everybody likes you, probably ain't got no backbone. You probably don't stand for nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that is true. I guess that could be that can be really, really true. Excuse me. But yeah, that just got me, man. I end up trying to figure out, but it is what it is. I don't understand it. But it's always a backstory to every piece of information that we get. We just get the surface part of it. Yeah. It's a deeper part that we just don't know the behind the scenes thing, because we're not in that circle. All we see is what's been said and quoted on the internet, and then in some of the interviews. But yeah.
Nope, that's true. So yeah, no, it was good to see. And I think Cat Williams is going to be coming here in Minnesota, not in sometime later this year too.
That's what's
So
up.
I need to go and see him
Kevin
because
was
I,
just
I
here
love
too.
yeah I love Kevin and I love like Cat, but I like how Cat is anti-industry like that because there's just some things he won't do, and I think that's the and if you go back and listen to the interview, and it was a while ago, it was a 3-hour interview, it's crazy, but it's just like there's things that he won't do, you know,
Right.
and so if you guys saw that little nugget in the in his act on the roast, he said he's the only, he pretty much said, I'm the only one with a soul. He snuck that in
Yeah,
there.
he did. I did hear him.
And
say
by
that.
contraindication, that means everybody else sold they soul.
Yeah.
I wonder what that means.
Yeah.
But that's what he snuck in there. So I was looking in the comments and people caught them. People caught that stuff. And I was just like, man, all right. You know, so very, very interesting. No. Oh man.
Regina Bell was very interesting too. What she said about Cat, that was a little dicey.
What'd she say?
About him and having an affair on his wife. It got caught. She was like, out of all places, I tried to tell you to go somewhere else that they didn't have cameras.
Interesting. Okay, no, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. You didn't see that? You didn't hear when she said that?
Maybe. I can't remember all of it. I got to watch it again. Yeah. But I do remember when Kevin finally got a chance to get back on everybody else, he addressed the Cat situation. Yeah, and it was, do you get the, I was like, damn, my Kevin is still Kevin. Like, he's still cold. Yeah. Especially when we was talking about the 12-year-old. Yeah. He was like, I don't give a damn how bad I'm doing. I ain't never got choked out by no 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, he said he read 3,000 books a year. Once again, multiple references, y'all, to that Shannon Sharpe interview. Yeah. You know, so it's like you got to go and look at it to see what they're talking about. He was like, how come you ain't read the room when you got choked out by that 12? So, and my thing is this. If Kevin didn't know he was coming, look how he quickly, you know what I mean, rebuttals that joke. Yeah. And so I hope it was all in good, good faith. And, and I hope that they cool. And I hope that they cool, you know what I mean? But if they're not cool, then maybe there's a reason for that. Because Cat only deals with certain comedians. I believe he's cool with Dave Chappelle and all of that. But and once again, Dave Chappelle is another kind of rebel where you can't cancel him. You can't cancel him. I love that about it. So very interesting. But anyway, speaking of interesting, I think it's about time we get to spit that clip, y'all.
Spit that clip. Let me get it ready for the people live.
Yep. Let's see. And make sure I turn this up. Yeah. Once again, just letting you guys know, it's been a little while. We had a winner already. Yeah. She's on the chat. Amber from Mankato was our very first winner. Who guessed the movie? Remember, the title of the movie, the actors, and the year it was made. And she was on point. Shout out to her. She's the biggest one doing it in Mankato.
That's what's up.
She's the best. Love you. So now we're going to do this again. And as y'all can see, people can win things. We just sent her a prize to her. It'll be to her shortly. But if the rest of you guys want to win, here's your chance. All right. So we didn't make it too difficult, but we didn't make it too easy either. So I'm going to reiterate, it is the title of the movie, the actors in the movie, and the year it was made. And the DJ's on vacation, so I'm going to cue it up myself, sir. And it's one of my favorite movies. All right. Hold on. Here we go. From that time. If I were to do this, if I even could do it, I'd need a guarantee. How do I know you can deliver?
You don't. But I can. So, do you want to take a leap of faith? Or become an old man filled with regret? Wait.
Ooh. Do you want to keep he said, did you guys hear that? He said, would you like to take a leap of faith or become an old man filled with regret? Damn. That's in a movie, y'all, but that is a real line. Do you want to keep a leap of faith or be an old man filled with regret? You got to even think about that in the dating market too. The girl standing over there, she looks like she's distracted.
Well,
You could not be her type or anything. And I was telling some young brother, I was like, well, do you want to take a leap of faith or be an old man filled with regret? Sure enough, he went over there to talk to her. She shot him down. But I'm like, but you ain't gonna die with regret though. He was trying to get me. I was like, you ain't gonna die with regret though. So I like that. Anyways, I like that line of, do you want to take a leap of faith or be filled with regret? And that's with anything, that's with a lot of different things.
Yeah.
So y'all let us know. We're giving y'all a couple seconds in the chat
Go ahead.
on Facebook, things like that. Yeah, a little tricky, huh? I know the actors too. One of them's really famous. It's hard to miss that. So,
Right.
we appreciate y'all being patient with us. We got a lot of things going, a lot of things happening in the world. And comment, like, subscribe, and let us know if we're not talking about something that you think we ought to talk about.
Right.
Because don't think we don't recognize what's going on. There's a lot of issues. We just can't fit them into this time. We're not trying to keep y'all all night
We're here
unless
for
you want to. Unless you want to, but let us know if we're not bringing up subjects or want to talk about, or if you want us to talk about certain subjects, and definitely we'll consider it, because there's always a lot going on. So we're just choosing the highlights and things that are really relevant and things that are really big and viral.
Yeah.
But if you think we missed anything in terms of events,
Right.
that are going on, then let us know. And as you know, we don't get too political and things like that, but sometimes you have no choice. And
Right.
you've seen this on ESPN, Shannon Sharp, and them. They'll mention politics,
Right.
so we ain't no problem mentioning politics. We can see what's going on too.
Right.
But you guys let us know. Other than that,
Yeah. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining us. Continue to join us. Continue to push us out there. Tell your mama, tell your uncle, your aunties, your father's former cousins, roommate. Let them know about Spit That Sauce, DAT Sauce, and put us out there and come be a part of the family. Once you see us, you're part of it. We just call you family, and we appreciate you joining. Leave your comments. Let us know what you think about the show, how we can, make the show better. Yeah. Happy
Yes,
Hump Day once again. While you prepare for the weekend, I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Be safe out there, and tell somebody in your family you love them.
And with that, love you, sis.
And that's a wrap for this episode of The Sauce. We hope you enjoyed the mix of sports and entertainment and everything in between. If you love what you heard, be sure to follow, like, and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Stay connected with us on social media for updates, hot takes, and a little extra flavor. Until next time, keep it saucy.